Okay, so last time we were on Power Hour, I said, can you go and gather about 3 different posts that you feel like were really quality posts that you could share with all of us so that we can get ideas? If you didn't do that, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you something that I spent a good amount of time doing. And I feel like I have filled like a folder with every idea. So now I don't feel like I'm kind of running on empty. And so I just started by Googling best Instagram accounts for gut health. And I started looking through all of the responses and going to each of those accounts. And a couple of them like jogged some ideas for me, where one of them had really amazing recipes for how to get more fiber in your diet. I know that sounds not very fancy pants, but all the foods they were talking about, I was looking at it and it said add parsnips to mashed potatoes because they're so high in fiber. And I was thinking Thanksgiving's coming up. I could totally do a post about things you could add to your Thanksgiving meal. And it was giving me ideas. So then I started doing best accounts for entrepreneurs on Instagram and going through those and looking at the accounts and which ones do I relate to. And then I read a success story about Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I thought I should look up people that have had success, like really neat hero stories, like triumphant stories. So it just kind of got me going, and I was saving posts like crazy that I liked. So that's just an idea for you. If you already do that, great. But it was kind of following this bunny trail to lead me to ideas for posts that I can recreate for myself. Did anybody else happen to grab one that you thought was awesome and you wanted to share?
So I have been not posting for the business, and that's always been a struggle as a yellow too. And so I specifically was looking at how can I up my business ask and let people know what I do. And I found the most perfect post from Lindsay, and I kind of recreated it because Lindsay Joseph, she posted, I bought the most comfortable oversized sweatshirt from Amazon because a trusted friend shared about it in her stories. Like I literally clicked the link and 5 seconds later, I ordered the sweatshirt. That's exactly what you do or could do to potentially earn cash for Christmas, sharing about products that you love, genuine selling. So she just made this whole thing about we're always recommending things. We're always buying. How many of you how many of you in the last week have clicked a link and ordered a Stanley cup or a pair of earrings or something because dang it, somebody that you love put it up there and it's just in your face. And my husband's like, what'd you buy here? I'm like, I don't know. Somebody recommended it. I felt left out. Like I needed to buy it. So really getting around to this concept that we have a referral link and Healthy for the Holidays can truly be a thing. So I went through, I found like 4 or 5. I know the influencers, they get you, but we're influencers. We're influencers for health, hope, happiness, all the things. So I screenshotted 4 things and it's very a really good assignment, Jennifer. Thank you. I took it to heart and I really was like, I'm not posting this way and I need to be.
Now I'm going to steal that idea. And the funny thing is, like, I think I posted one time that I bought these little purse balls that you stick in your purse and it picks up all the lint at the bottom of your purse. I don't even know why I shared about that. I am not even kidding you. I'm like, I wish I made commission on purse balls because people were buying them like crazy. So if you guys have any other posts to share, just let me know in the chat and we can unmute. But I'm going to let you know, unless Sarah has something else to add or she wants to share anything else, I am going to do this today. I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. And we're all going to do what we came here knowing we needed to get done. I don't know what that is for you. A follow-up, checking something in your virtual office, working on your posting calendar for December, anything you know you need to get done. We're going to do this in 10-minute blocks. I'm going to set the timer. I'm going to get busy. At 10 minutes, I'm going to say, okay, everybody put in the chat what you did in the last 10 minutes. This is going to be an accountability Zoom. This is going to be us looking at how we're using our time. So 10-minute blocks, doing what you already knew you needed to get done when you came to this Zoom today. Sarah, do you have anything to add? Okay, other than your shoulders?
Yeah.
And what is behind you on the floor?
Okay, so I am doing a holiday open house and I'm a little bit terrified. So that you guys can help me really quick. So I'm doing 3 ways to I'm only allowed to sell samples. So I did 2 Slims in a cup with a straw. And then this is just going to have 1 sample or a giveaway in it. And then this, I don't know how to price 10 products. This is one of everything. And I've bought y'all, listen to how crazy I am. I have purchased enough resets that I could make 15 samples of lean because I always just used my own lean out of a bag. So I even have lean samples in me. So anyway, I'm working on pricing, but I'm going to be at a 4-hour event and they're expecting like 500 people. It's a sip and shop. And so I'm going to do a healthy for the holidays table where you can do giveaways and give me your information, but I was only allowed to bring holiday samples.
So it's one of every product ish.
So it's three active, 2 slim, 2 hydrate, a collagen, and a lean. 9 products. I was thinking 25, but I'll have to. So anyway, that was yesterday while I was listening to training webinars. I'm working on my holiday open house to get my name out there and expand my network.
I'm impressed. I actually love the clear cup with the 2 slims. I thought that was super cute. Hey, you know what? I have an idea. You should put some stainless steel ice cubes in that clear thing. No, I'm just saying, like, cute.
So here's my idea. If you buy the big pack, you get to draw an ornament that's going to say $10 off when you join me or something like that. So these are from the Dollar Tree. They're plastic, they're non-breakable, and they were $1.
I love that. I can even see doing that as a post. Like, you know how people do claim a spot and see what you got, and you could have like a picture of you holding up an ornament, that kind of thing. So cute. I love that. Okay. I am going to set my timer. Y'all, this is about to get real. You ready for accountability? It's about to start if I know how to use this. And we're off. Okay, the alarm is going to go off here in 4 seconds and I'm going to stop it, but I want you to hear it. Time's up. Oh, actually, yeah, here we go. So put in the chat exactly what it was that you did in the last 10 minutes for accountability, and everybody just drop what they did. If you want to go back through and look at the chat, grab ideas from people on here of what they were getting done. And then Leslie, I love that post you put in the chat. And I'm going to restart my timer here in about 15 seconds because I want to type what I was going to type. Okay, I'm starting the timer now. All right, here we go. Timer just went back off. And you need to drop into the chat things that you did for the last 10 minutes. And this should give us accountability and awareness. I'm going to go ahead and start the timer now. Okay, timer went off, and let's just, for really quick, I like that Jennifer asked this. She said, what do you say when someone says, I lost 6 pounds in the reset, but I'm sure I'll gain it back? And said, I would probably tell her, not if you use the follow-up products and add Pivotal, but if you guys have things that you would say to someone, I would love it if we could share. And then Leslie, yes, we have, okay, so the first Monday was Welcome to Plexus. So that was this week, this past Monday. And then this upcoming Monday, sorry, is Meet Plexus. So this would be great for any potentials that you have. And I'm working on the PowerPoint, and it basically goes like this. It starts with, what is Plexus? And then I just have, it's a breast health company, it's a gut health company, and it's a referral program. And then I go to, what is gut health? And just real quick cover that. And then I go into the referral program, the income opportunity. And then we have a girl that is so amazing at social marketing, and she's really going to build belief about why that is such an important way for people to be able to make money. And it almost like the way she does it, she destigmatizes it, and she really shows basically it's the future. Plus she's probably in her late 20s. So she's kind of appealing to a group that I probably would never appeal to. So anyhow, all that to say, she is going to be great. So that's Monday night. And then the following Monday is our gut health product training, all focused on immunity. So we're just going to focus on products that increase immunity. And then the final Monday is a leadership training. And Caitlin Merlino, she's an Emerald. This is so good. She is going to do a 15-minute training about your beliefs connected to leadership. She has always called herself a COVID jewel. That's what she's called herself. She's like, I'm just a COVID jewel, because she hit Emerald during the crazy momentum, but she's never lost it. And she has finally realized, oh my goodness, I have always thought I got here by accident. Like I really didn't do the work. So she's going to share about that. And then Adrienne Larson's going to talk about leading through the hard times. And it's going to be really good. What were you going to say, Sarah?
So I was just going to address the, will I gain it back? The key with this is asking questions. So I have a customer who I have to remain nameless right now, but I'm really pushing for that person to share their story. But I just said, okay, well, let's talk about this. Why do you have a fear of gaining it back? What habits in your life would point to, after this reset, you're going to gain it back? To which this person said, I love my 12-inch subs and I don't want to give that up. And I said, well, let's have a conversation about that. Is that 12-inch sub on white bread serving you? Did that get you where you wanted to be? And that person said, absolutely not. That's why I called you. And I said, okay, what is a healthy habit that we can trade out? And this person said, well, we have subs where I work where you can make the sub a salad and say no thank you to the bread. I said, that's wonderful. Write that down as your healthy habit that you're going to trade off. What else? And he said, can you please tell me I'm not giving up pasta on Sundays? And I said, well, do you want to keep the 6 pounds off, or do you, where are we going with this? How bad do you want this? And so we literally talked through every habit that got this person where he was, to where it was like, call me for the reset. And we reworked each of those daily choices. And I helped him work on a trade-off that he felt was doable in his daily activity. He is now 30 pounds down. And every time I check in, he's like, I'm just sticking with the plan. You gave me the plan and I'm working with my trade-offs and it's paying off. So he's done 3 resets. He's down 30 pounds, but it was in that one 30-minute phone call, like actual phone call, where we talked through each habit that we had to rework so that he felt like he had a working plan for day 4 and beyond. And I think that was time well spent and invested, because now he's like, how do I get this reset for other people who are asking? So there you go.
You reminded me of an Instagram post I saw today. I'm going to read it. It's that James, I'm actually going to try to say it. James De Nicolantonio. Anyway, so he said, if you start doing these 6 things today in 30 pounds, or you'll lose 30 pounds in 90 days. And so of course I saw that. I'm like, what is that? And so the number one thing is, he said, don't cut out your favorite foods. Here's how you do it instead. find healthy alternatives, which is what you just suggested, only eat them a few times a week, fit them into the calories you're allowed to eat. And he called it the 90-10 rule. He said 90% perfect, 10% enjoyment. And that's just perfect. Like that's exactly what you were suggesting. Okay, so put in the chat anything that you accomplished in the previous 10 minutes before the monologue that just happened and that I was talking too much. And then I'm going to set my timer. We'll do one more 10-minute block. Okay, so that last 10-minute chunk of time, put in the chat what you were able to accomplish. And if you want, let's see, I think I can save this chat through Zoom if there's some great ideas in there for what we need to be doing. Let me look. Follow up, perks, upcoming subscription messages. Sarah, I wonder what you say in those messages. I'd like to hear that too. Declines, check-ins, texted a friend and chatted who has poor health and used to use Slim. Birthdays, created content for post. People that have supported my post, I'm making a list and using that for reach outs and invites. Found a person to cold message and looked over her social media. Pulled up my big girl panties and took a couple deep breaths and sent a cold message. Chatted with a new VIP who got his products. Post for the day, check back office. Okay, invite newbies. So this is good. I'll grab the chat from Zoom, and that way we have that to refer back to. So on Monday, we have our power hour, and then that night we have the Meet Plexus. So I would go ahead and start thinking about, instead of it, you can always put it out on social media, but you want to make sure, we talked about that before, which I'm guilty of it, not to put out the graphic that has the password. That way we don't have weirdness, and then people can ask you for the password. But also I was thinking, why don't you just think about 3 solid people, like solid invites, so that you know you've invited them, then you follow up with them, remind them right before it starts, all of that, so that they're like your 3 VIPs that you really want to pour into to get on that call. And I'll put what you need in the Power Hour chat. Anything else, Sarah?
So just a reminder, Plexus Corporate is investing gazillions of dollars into giving us book club trainings. The book club that's coming up on the 19th is one of those that anybody and everybody can come to. So I really feel like this might be like this secret hidden gem that people don't realize, that companies don't usually invest in training their people and giving people the amount of resources that we now have with Plexus. And sometimes I know it feels like, what? Welcome to Plexus Monday Motivation. Like, we're always getting these updates, but book club, this will be, so the last 2 I've committed to, like, I'm going to be there, and they were like mind-blowingly good. So I think this one on the 19th is going to be great, but I just think that needs to be part of what we plug people into, because even VIPs who are like, what is this? They might tune into somebody who plugs in when they're like, oh, we get this training. Anybody, potentials, anybody can do the book club. You name it, anybody can do it. So it's just a great thing to be able to invite to.
Sorry, I'm trying to grab the link to the book on Amazon, and I'm 800 years old.
Oh, and I can post in our Power Hour too. There's the free audio on YouTube, which I don't know anything about the guy's page who posted the free audio, but.
Oh, like him reading it?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So it's exactly what to say. It's Phil M. Jones. And it said when I ordered it like a week and a half ago that it would be 2 or 3 weeks out, but it came like 3 days later. So I don't know if they're just getting a lot of orders for it, but anyhow, yeah, I'm going to be on that as well. November 19th. It's a Saturday. And do you know what time it's at? I don't know.
I can tell you in 2 minutes. Hold on. It is at 11 Eastern. So that's 10 Central, Saturday morning.
Okay. So 10 Central, November 19th. That's a date. I've got the book and it looks like a really easy read. So let's do it. And I will see you guys on Monday, and we'll put everything you need in the Power Hour chat. You guys have a good rest of your day.